Hey y'all, it's your girl Lady J, back bringing you my thoughts, commentary, and opinions on your favorite ladies in the female rap game. Okay, so you already know what I'm gonna say. Before I get into my little thoughts, I want you to go ahead and hit that thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, because you already here, so you might as well. And while you're here, you know what? You might as well go ahead and scroll over to my Instagram and Twitter too, especially Twitter, because I be acting a fool over there. Okay, so my handles is Southern T. That is Southern T with two A's at the end. So go ahead and hit that follow button. So let's go ahead and get into these thoughts, baby. Do you hear me? So the first topic that I want to get into is Nicki Minaj, of course. Okay. So Nicki Minaj, first of all, there's quite a bit that has been, released or not so released, but just said as news. A lot of success. Okay, we gotta acknowledge that. So Nicki Minaj is currently number two for the artist with the most digital song sales right now. She has 16. She's right behind Taylor Swift, who has 27. So it's Taylor first, and then Nicki. I think Rihanna's third with like 14, and then it's Justin Bieber, Drake, BTS, Katy Perry, Eminem, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. So notice Nicki is the only female rapper on this list, and she's also second on this list because her fans don't play when it comes to buying them songs, baby. Do you hear me? Okay. So I think that just speaks to, her star power, her fan base, which is something that a lot of these girls and a lot of new artists, I feel like today, don't really have. So I thought that was a pretty dope stat. So I wanted to put that out there. Okay. Also, PinkFriday2 is currently the female rap album with the highest pure sales of 2023, despite it not even being released yet. So it has two songs over 100 million streams and a total of 600 million streams, bitch, pre-release. So I thought that was hella dope. Again, it just goes to speaking to, her fan base. And I think that's a lot of I think there's not a lot of talk about the lack of fan bases that these artists have, more so these new artists. And, it's people act like, they think it's a diss, what I'm saying, or something like when they be saying, her fans, ain't nobody listening to this but her fans. Ain't nobody buying this but her fans. And it's like, well, who the fuck else is supposed to be buying it, baby? Like, that's who you putting out music for. That's literally who's supporting your music. You have no career. You make no money without having a genuine fan base that will support you time and time again. And that's something that a lot of these artists I feel like don't have, which is why they make excuses about, oh, well, the Barb's are the only ones doing this. The Barb's are the only one doing that. Okay, that's the point, baby. That's the point. Fans are supposed to support your music. And that's just something I feel like a lot of these new artists, and especially these new girls, just don't really have, which is why they like to attach themselves to other artists with a legitimate fan base. Okay, so congrats to Nicki Minaj for being the female rap album with the highest pure sales, despite her album not even being released yet. Okay. Also, Barbie World. It has risen back 19 spots on Billboard. It is back in the top 20. Y'all, first of all, it only left because albums got released. I think Drake's album, the first 2 weeks had it out of the top 20. But before that, the last 4 months, it's been sitting in the top 20 this whole time. It was sitting in the top 10 for the longest. So, I mean, it is back up to the top 20 after more than 16 weeks, which is more than 4 months, stable on the chart, bitch. Okay. So that is, I really don't understand why that can't get pushed to number one. That's been on the charts for so long. And I see exactly why it was submitted for a Grammy. Atlantic, I think they just might give Barbie World a Grammy because I think Atlantic had their hands in that song. Okay, I think they were responsible for the ones putting the production out or something like that. So the Barbie World just might get a Grammy because I know it was submitted. But let me know what you think about that below. Now, speaking of Pink Friday, though, Nicki Minaj did come out and say that, PinkFriday2 has been pushed back to December 8th, which is also her birthday. And she is partnering with JCPenney and Amazon for the release of, two new perfumes launching on December 13th and December 26th. Now, I've seen a lot of fans complain about how, it's not safe or it's not good, quote unquote, to release in December because Mariah's coming and she dominates with the whole Christmas thing, yada, yada, blase, blase, whoop-de-whoop. But my thing is, the Pink Print was also released in December. I think it was like December 14th, 15th, and it was a very successful album. And y'all can say, oh, well, streaming wasn't this, streaming wasn't that. Mariah Carey does this thing with Christmas every year, and it's been that way since the 90s. So, I think that's a bunch of BS. I think Nicki is going to be just fine. And it's December 8th. Come on now. I think the album is going to do fine because, for one, the pre-release, like I already said, it's not even been released yet, and it has the highest pure sales out of any female rap album, higher than Doja's, okay? And Doja's album been out for a minute, bitch. So the fact that it already is doing the most as it pertains to the female rap albums, and on top of that, it hasn't even dropped, and she's still dropping vinyls and stuff like that, I think she's going to do very well. And on top of that, like I said, because she has a fan base, they are going to buy, stream, and support the album when it drops. So I think Nicki is going to be just fine. I think that's a lot of new barbs, scary barbs, talking in the back because of, it being the Christmas season, which, bitch, half of the people really don't care about that goddamn Mariah shit, because a lot of people that offer is getting really tired of the bullshit when it comes to Mariah, okay? They want to hear something else. But, let me know what you think about it down below. Now, the last thing that I got to get into with Nicki, she is also the first Black female artist and the only female rapper to have 2 solo videos reach 1 billion views, okay? Most recently being Anaconda. So, of course, she has other videos, of course, of which are collaborations that have reached, 1 billion views. But, she is the only one with 2 solo videos that have reached 1 billion views, that being Anaconda and Super Bass. And excuse me, I said that the most recent one that was to hit 1 billion was Anaconda, but it was Super Bass. Anaconda hit 1 billion views first, and Super Bass recently just did it within the past few days. So congratulations to Nicki Minaj. Again, she is the first Black female artist and the only female rapper to have 2 solo videos reach 1 billion views. Okay, so congratulations to the queen, still killing shit. And all of this news as it pertains to Nicki has to do with stats and just, still being on queen shit, which is, something that a lot of people say, Nicki so this, Nicki so that. Other fan bases like to say Nicki this, Nicki that. But at the end of the day, she's doing what queens do. She is, making money on her off day. She's breaking records on her off day. And that just is what it is, whether you like her, love her, hate her. You know what I'm saying? So let me know your thoughts on that down below. So the next topic I want to get into is Cardi B. So it was posted by a blog by the name of Tea with Tia. There was a braider who, an African braider, who, she took to social media to vent her frustration about her doing that braided wig for Cardi B's Bongos video for Cardi B. And she was venting because she was not paid for her services that spanned several days to make that wig. Okay, she was not paid. So she took to social media to vent about it. And all of a sudden, when the video starts to make its rounds after, Tea with Tia had posted it, I noticed that her lapdogs really didn't have much to say. And a few hours go by and the video is deleted, and the girl who made it removed it. So a lot of people think that, she was quietly paid off because Cardi B can't afford any more bad press right now because people was already getting on her ass the other week because she had that, crazy ass meltdown. So, a lot of people who normally don't hold her accountable was kind of starting to holding her accountable on top of that. So, I guess they, in my opinion, quietly paid the girl off, which is probably why she deleted the video, okay? Because let's be honest here. Her hairstylist, T Styles, I think the name is, they're the ones who took credit for the braider's work, okay? And that's not the first time that they've been accused of crediting themselves for something that they did not do, okay? So I believe the girl when she posted the video, and, they probably did quietly pay her off, which is why she deleted the video. Now, my thing is, the girl mentioned that, she didn't know if it was due to her not being from LA, or her just being African or Black. And the thing is, unfortunately, Cardi B does have, you know, a rocky history when it comes to black women. You know, you can say what you want to say all you want to at the end of the day. Even if you're a Cardi fan, you probably won't ever admit this, but in my most humble opinion, I don't think that, you know, she's prejudiced or anything like that, but I do think she has some type of issue, because I think she has some type of issue with black women, honestly. And that's just my most humble opinion. Maybe she don't, but I'm just looking at the patterns. Like, you never quick to call out black men or any man at all, but you're quick to call out the black women, just like she was with, you know, the Raw Ali thing, like she was with the girl on Love and Hip Hop, like she was with that black blogger talking about hope so and so get AIDS. I mean, also Angie, the owner of the Shade Room. You know what I'm saying? Even with JT, it's like you constantly come for black women, but you don't have this, you know, same energy when it comes to black men. Like, even when Jason Lee came out and, you know, basically said, Rob, put that knot on your head, you never addressed it. You know what I'm saying? But, and then also, didn't she also have an issue with, like, a nail tech or some hairstylist coming out years ago and talking about her bad experience with Cardi B, and she went out and Cardi B went off and cussed her out and all that type of stuff and made the girl cry? Like, so at the end of the day, I think this is just a pattern for her, and that's just my most humble opinion about that situation. So hopefully the girl did get paid. Maybe that's why she took the video down, but y'all let me know what you think about it down below. Now, speaking of Cardi B, baby, that song Freaky that she got on Offset album, the one that Kai Cenat was like, mid, it's middy. He was not fucking with that record. But, and you know, that's the same one that she was they said she kind of had that, what is it, that Nicki flow a little bit, you know, when she collaborated with 6ix9ine on, what is it, Trolls? So that's that song. But anyways, long story short, she uploaded a video the other day on Instagram of her basically naked. I think she may have had on a thong, but she ain't have on no bra or nothing. But it was her basically shaking her ass to that song. And a lot of people was kind of confused because it's like, okay, for one, you basically stopped the promotion of bongos. I think she finally gave up on that and accepted that it's a flop. So now she's going on to promote Freaky. But the problem is Freaky hasn't even hit a chart, like, at all. No, this isn't going viral. This isn't one of the best songs that people are saying is from the album, because I'm hearing and seeing a lot of people saying the best song from the album was the Don Toliver record. People ain't fucking with this Freaky shit. Okay, so I guess because she's on it, of course, she's trying to, you know, get it to do something. And maybe, I guess, by her uploading this video of her naked, basically shaking her ass, I guess she thinks that's going to help people support this song or make it go viral. It'll be the next, you know, maybe hit or single from the album. But I don't see them pushing this song. Jealousy already flopped when they put that out. I don't think Freaky's going to do much of anything. So she can get naked all she wants to, spray the lid, do whatever she want to do. I don't think Freaky is going to do what they wanted to do at the end of the day. And honestly, I just feel like, you know, I honestly feel like I would be pushing and promoting the record that's doing the best from the album just to help support my man. And also, baby, you are a married woman. You have 2 children. You are over the age of 30. Why are you on Beyonce's internet naked to a song that's not making no noise, shaking your ass? It gives desperation. Had this been, I hate to say it, had this been anyone else like a Nicki Minaj, people would drag her. It would have got posted on all the blogs and people would have dragged her. But because it's Cardi B, everybody act like they don't see the shit. Okay, so at the end of the day, she can do what she want to do. She can get as naked as she want to get and shake her ass to as many Offset songs from that album she want to shake her ass to. But at the end of the day, I just honestly think it gives desperate, and that's not me hating. That's my honest opinion on that. Now, moving on, speaking of Cardi B, I'm gonna speak real quickly on this Tasha K and Cardi B situation, because apparently Tasha K had a mental break and decided to break down and cry and apologize to Cardi B. But she decided to be a little bit messy with it, in my opinion, and bring Nicki Minaj's name into it. I don't know what it is about people thinking they can just say Nicki Minaj's name and go viral, but apparently, hey, that's what they want to do. because honestly, 9 times out of 10 it's going to work. And in this case, it did. So obviously, you know, she was being messy, or in my opinion, she was being messy. She later came back to say she wasn't being messy, but basically, long story short, Tasha K broke down, apologized to Cardi B, and she was like, Nicki Minaj basically had made her sign, or was trying to get her to sign an NDA, and she didn't want to sign an NDA. And that kind of you know, made people allude to the idea of, oh, well, why did she want you to get a signed NDA? Is it because y'all talk about Cardi B? She was feeding you information on Cardi B. And, you know, Tasha K later came back in another video the next day, and basically with someone from YouTube, and basically clarified that Nicki never had put a battery in her back. And, you know, she only did that because, you know, at the time in 2018, a lot of people were scared of what Tasha K would say. But my thing is, y'all are so gullible. Why would Nicki, as smart as that woman is, why would Nicki Minaj tell Tasha K some messy stuff and then try to get her to sign an NDA? Who would want to sign the NDA if they already got the tea, baby? I don't gotta sign the NDA no more if I already got the tea. It only makes sense for you to get them to sign it before you tell them the tea. And I honestly don't think Nicki Minaj was feeding Tasha K no information like that. And if it was that crucial, it should have been in Cardi B's case that she had with Tasha K, which it wasn't. So at the end of the day, do I think Nicki Minaj was telling and feeding Tasha K all this messy ass information? No, I do not. I think she moves a lot smarter than that. And even if she wanted to tell her anything, I don't think she would have, since Tasha K declined to the NDA. And that's my most humble opinion. But if you want to see the videos on that, you can go ahead and head over to Twitter, because that's where they at. I don't want to really play them here, but y'all let me know what you think about that down below. So the next topic I want to get into is Ice Spice. So Billboard names Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, and Ice Spice as the top 3 female rap artists this year, which is not really surprising. I think they're the highest ones in terms of streams, okay? And then sales, of course, Nicki is taking it. But Billboard has named Doja, Nicki, and Ice Spice the top 3 female rap artists. So congratulations to those 3 ladies, which, I mean, who the fuck else wasn't going to be? The rest of these hoes ain't been doing shit all year besides Sexy Red. So I could see her coming in at number 4, but we talking about the top 3 is definitely Nicki, Doja, and Spice. Okay, because Cardi B ain't really been doing shit all year. Latto can't make a hit to save her life. Who else is there? Glorilla ain't made a hit since Tomorrow 2. Because, you know, she let that girl suck the life out of her. Who else is there? City Girl, that's just, they ain't done shit. And I love me some JT, but baby, hang it up flat screen. Who else? I mean, the other bitches ain't really doing shit. So, I mean, who else was going to be the top 3? Okay, like I said, Sexy Red doing her thing, but if anything, she would have been number 4 at the number 4 spot, and this is the top 3. So, you know, let me know what you think about that. But speaking of Ice Spice, child, Miss Ice Spice got a little bit spicy and clapped back at Miss Winter Blanco. You know, the girl who claimed she black one day but was on the Bad Girls Club claiming she white and yada yada whoop de whoop blase blase. Okay, so yeah, excuse me. So Winter, she had tweeted, "I feel like Ice Spice went silent after she signed with Nicki. I wonder why. I miss her, LOL." And I'm going to pause and I'm going to just say, bitch, why are you trying to be funny? Because people like this work my nerves. They say stuff and tweet stuff like this, you know, thinking they never going to get a response, and their intentions was being a little bit funny, you know what I'm saying? But if they do get a response, they turn around and act, you know, just so dumbfounded, and that's exactly what she did. And I feel like she gaslighted Ice Spice and other people, like the public. So that's what Winter had tweeted. She said she felt like Ice went silent after she signed with Nicki, which, by the way, she never signed with Nicki, dumbass. That just speaks on what you don't know. She's talking about that what was it when they dropped Princess Diana? That was a collaboration from, you know, their labels collaborated to distribute the record, but Ice Spice never signed with Nicki Minaj, bitch, so you got that wrong. But Ice Spice turned around and responded and was like, "This why you stay getting dragged, crybaby, no career having ass bitch, I miss you too." And I've never seen Ice Spice get this spicy. I mean, I knew she was a little bit spicy because of the whole Latto thing and whatnot, but baby, she got real spicy. So Winter had responded and was like, "Damn, bitch, wasn't even coming at you like that," which, pause. You may not have necessarily been coming for Ice, okay? But you did shade her in a way that related to Nicki. And if you weren't trying to shade Ice Spice, you were absolutely trying to shade Nicki, as if, to kind of insinuate, she signed with Nicki and got shelved, or she signed with Nicki and ain't really done shit since, which is not true. She just put out a record with Rima, just dropped the video, and she just performed it live, and she was just on SNL. What the fuck you mean she went quiet, bitch? Like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, you was trying to be funny. But that's what she said in response. She was like, I wasn't even coming at you like that. And then she went on to respond to somebody who called her out for coming, trying to shade Nicki. And, Winner was like, you barbs are genuinely a delusional population. Y'all literally put words into a motherfucking mouth to fit your narrative. Don't say you basically saying shit about what I say, because I'm going to say exactly what the fuck I mean every time, and y'all know that. That's why I have the internet pissed off every 2 to 5 business days. This shit ain't new. And y'all know I don't give a fuck. I tweet general thoughts all the time. Just because a bitch got triggered don't mean she was right about whatever the fuck she thought I meant. I'm not in the female rap beef. I'm going to say whatever the fuck I think. And I'm going to call bullshit Winner. I'm calling bullshit because, for one, you was loud and wrong. She never signed to Ice Spice, okay? And she never went silent, baby. She's been dropping songs. She dropped Deli since Princess Diana. She dropped Barbie World since Princess Diana. She dropped the deluxe EP since Princess Diana. She dropped that, like I said, just the other week. She dropped that record with Rima. She's been on SNL. She performed it live. So what do you mean she went quiet? And what do you mean she signed with Nicki? So yeah, you was trying to be funny. You didn't think Ice Spice was going to respond, and she did, and dragged your ass. And now you trying to clean it up and trying to make it seem like you weren't saying this and that, but you was. And that's just honestly how I feel about it. I can't stand bitches like that trying to be funny. And then want to sit up there when they called out about the shit, they want to act like that they don't know what you're talking about and just take a joke, or just, take it. But you mentioned my name. You mentioned my name. And Nicki got a fan base that's going to, eat your ass up every time you mention her name in a negative light. So let me know what y'all thinking and how you feeling about it down below. So the next topic I want to get into is really quickly is Glorilla. So, my last video, I told y'all about how, I told y'all about how Kai Cenat, basically got blocked by Glorilla after he gave a negative review over that that cha-cha-cha shit that she dropped. I told you it was trash. When she dropped it, she polluted the goddamn water. Didn't nobody want to hear that shit. And so Kai Cenat's feelings was no different. He didn't like it, and Glorilla saw the video, I guess, of the stream, and she blocked him. Well, Glorilla has come back now addressing people talking about her blocking Kai Cenat on live, and this is what she said.
Don't come on my live ask me about nobody that I done blocked. Fuck you talking about. They blocked and they gonna stay there. You made your bed, you gotta lay there, nigga. They say I'm blocked.
So let me know what you're thinking and how you're feeling about that below. Like I said in my last video, these bitches want ass kissers. If you are not kissing their ass, they do not want to hear you. You are a hater to them. You cannot give constructive criticism to these new artists anymore. They want people to constantly kiss their ass. And I'm going to say this once and I'm going to say it again and forever. I blame people like Cardi B. Cardi B was one of the first ones to come in here and be upset that people was not kissing her ass. If they weren't kissing her ass, they were haters. They were on the hate campaign for her, yada, yada, whoop-de-whoop, blase, blase. That's why the Shade Room can't post her no more, because she felt like they had to post positive press or none at all. And that's just how it is. So, because she going to address something negative every time, but she really don't got much to say about the positive stuff. And honestly, I feel like a lot of these new girls is that way too. They got this entitlement. They want people to kiss their ass too bad. They think everything they put out has to be liked, and that's just not the reality of it, because a lot of what y'all put out is trash. That song Glorilla put out is motherfucking trash. I don't even know who signed off on that shit. I don't know who gave her the green light, but that song was trash, okay? And Kai Cenat felt like most of the general public with that song. So if you blocking him, you're gonna have to block half the internet, baby, okay? So honestly, I just feel like Glow kind of missed her moment. Maybe she, because Kai Cenat has a big platform, bigger than hers, I think. So, I mean, I think you could have kind of using that moment and taken advantage of it, and, maybe even went on his show, or maybe, just reached out to him and just, unblocked or something. But it's like you look petty, you look pressed, and you look bothered. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks like you want him to kiss your ass and, for him to like everything you put out. And because he didn't, he got to get blocked. Okay. Like, he is a good look. Like, the celebrities go on his show. It's a good look for them. They get a lot of views. Like, you, baby, yeah, you probably messed up a future, blessing. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, you eating up your own money, baby. Okay, look out for your own pockets, because you just, wasting and, your own, opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So I think you missed the whole opportunity with that situation. But, like I said, she gonna have to block the whole internet for me, because that song was just trash. But y'all let me know what you're thinking and how you feeling down below. And do you feel like, a lot of these new girls, especially these, new rap girls, do you feel like they want people to kiss their ass too much? And do you feel like they can really take constructive criticism? Because to me, it's like, if they aren't getting liked, or if everything they put out isn't getting liked, then they want to claim they got a hate train. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Like, get it the fuck out of here. But, let me know what you're thinking and how you're feeling about it down below. So the next topic I want to get into is MegantheeStallion. So MegantheeStallion recently spoke on how Cardi B gave her creative freedom on bongos when she worked with her on bongos. And she mentioned how Cardi's ego isn't too big. She wasn't afraid to say when, hey, you know what, you're right, and kind of let Megan take the lead on things, yada, yada, blase, blase. My thing is, and this is my personal opinion, I don't look to Cardi B as someone who is like this big, I don't want to say big artist, because she is a big artist. I mean, that someone that is honed in on her artistry, period. I don't look to Cardi B as being one that is heavy on the artistry. I look to Cardi B as more of being an entertainer, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But I don't see her just being so honed in and focused on the creativity of the artistry of the music. So to me, it's a no-brainer that she would give you some creative freedom on there, because she is not one who I would consider to be one of those artists who care so deeply, or who are so deeply, wanting to take full control of their artistry, like a Beyonce. Beyonce is an artist who is a true artist. She cares about her artistry. Nicki Minaj is another one. And like even Taylor Swift, she's big on her artistry and the music. Adele's another one, very big on the artistry. And I don't see Cardi B being very big on her artistry. So to me, it's a no-brainer that she would give you a lot of creative freedom on bongos, and that, she would be not afraid to say, that's right, that's fine, we can do it this way, that's right. Because she's looking for the bet, what's going to, make her the most money. She's looking for what's going to be the best. And so to me, I think she brings in a lot of people to make that happen. Like I said, to me, I think she's a very good entertainer, but I don't think she's one who's very honed in on her artistry like a lot of other artists who care about the passion of music. I don't see Cardi B very passionate about music. And Megan, to me, is a lot more passionate with her music. So I think it was what Cardi B wanted, was to give her a lot of creative freedom. I mean, she thought they was going to come back in and have another WAP moment, but it didn't happen. So, I mean, at the end of the day, also, I feel like, Megan, at the end of the day, she got music coming out. She got a project coming out, and she needs support. She doesn't have a solidified fan base that is going to carry her music like a Cardi B fan base. Now, Cardi B's fan base is not as big as, say, the Beehive or the Barbs, but she has enough of a solid of a fan base that'll, support her music. Megan does not have that, especially when you add in this Tory situation and the bad press that's been surrounding Megan's name. And a lot of people really feeling split. Megan doesn't really have a solidified fan base that's going to carry her, because it's only like, 10, 11, 50 hot girls, okay? So at the end of the day, I feel like this is just, a chess move, because, she, at the end of the day, she got new music coming out, and she's going to need Cardi B fans to support her music as well. And that's just what it is, especially since they recently worked together. It only helps her if she speaks positively of the person that they stand. So let me know what you think about that. Now, speaking of Megan, she did share a teaser of a new snippet of the project she got coming out. So I believe she said, just like a snake sheds its skin, we all must shed our past. And the new project, I believe, or the song, whatever, is called Cobra, releasing November 2nd, which is next Friday. Now, my thing is, why are you associating yourself with a motherfucking snake, bitch, when people have been calling you a snake, bitch? Now, I don't know if you're trying to, use it against them people to say, I'm using it back at you, but it don't really make sense to me, because people really do associate you with being a snake. So they look at the way you move, snakish behavior, like you fucking on your best friend dude that she was fucking on behind her back, you moving how you was moving when you came up in the industry. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it's very smart on Megan's behalf to want to be associated with an animal with a negative connotation like a snake. And you know, some people can argue that a snake means so and so and so and so in other cultures, but at the end of the day, most people, especially in the Black culture, look as a snake, and you can't trust a snake. So all of this analogies of comparing herself to a snake, she talking about a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past. Baby, your past has a way of catching up with you. That's why Blueface is out here running around saying that you sucked his Disney, okay? So, I mean, and your past is still eating at your ass. And at the end of the day, you also have to deal with what was in your past. And you have to acknowledge some things which have yet to even be acknowledged. Because at the end of the day, Megan has yet to come out and just speak the truth on what really went down. Because whether you like it or not, Megan went on that stand and she lied about a lot of things. She wasn't honest about a lot of things because a lot of things didn't add up and people pointed it out. And she still hasn't come back out and addressed it. So you can't just, try to dump the past and leave it where it's at when you have yet to really face the truths of the past. And you still have a man that is sitting in jail when the story is still not solidified. Nobody really knows what happened. There's more and more evidence coming out as these court documents are coming out that prove Megan's story to just have more holes on top of holes on top of holes. So you want to be shedding your past so bad, so fast when you have yet to really deal with that. People from the public still really don't know what to make of the situation. I think Megan just wants to be disassociated from the whole situation. But how can you when you're steady comparing yourself to a snake when people have been calling you a snake? So that's just how I feel about that. Now, the project is called Cobra, and a lot of people felt like the cover art and, the whole thing was kind of similar to Anaconda. I don't think they're going to be the same concept, honestly. Anaconda was about, a big dick's naive, okay, a big dick. And I think Cobra is, it says a story by MegantheeStallion. Maybe it's going to be, her getting at the people type stuff. But I don't think it's going to be like the same concept or connotation. So I don't think it's going to be similar to Anaconda per se. But at the end of the day, let me know if you're excited and you're here for Cobra. I'm going to check it out when it drops to see what, because, she says she's independent. She's doing this thing on her own. So I'm going to see what it's hitting like. But at the end of the day, let me know what you're thinking, how you're feeling down below. So the next topic I want to get into is Sexy Red, Latto, and Ice Spice Child and that bullshit. And I'm going to make it quick. So Sexy Red reposted a post about her bringing back True Religions. And the post was like all these celebrities wasn't wearing True Religion until Sexy Red came out. And then Latto, she, I guess, caught wind of what was being said in the comments of the Shade Room. And Latto responded with a series of pictures subliminally on her Instagram story. And she was posted up of her wearing True Religion recently. Like, I think the most recent pics was from earlier this year or at the very tail end of last year. Which I really think it was the beginning of this year, which Sexy Red did, pop off at the beginning of the year. And she posted on her story, and she said, they be knowing what they doing, LOL, very weird. If you're not from Atlanta, this not for you. And she was speaking on the Shade Room when she said they know what they be doing. But when you say, if you're not from Atlanta, this not for you, bitch, what the fuck do you mean? Because your ass is barely from Atlanta. Hell, I heard you not even from Atlanta, girl. So make it make sense. Well, Sexy Red came back and say, definitely not shading her. I'm direct with whatever I got to say. So, Sexy Red cleared that up, basically saying I said what the fuck I said. Okay, and if I wanted to shade you, bitch, I would have said something to you. So that's what Sexy Red had to say. So Ice Spice, not too long later, entered the chat, and she liked a little messy tweet that said, truthfully, them bitches ain't start dressing in jeans, BB belts, and jackets mainstream until Ice Spice did it for the In Her Mood video. It doesn't matter who was doing it before fame. You stopped and started back when you saw the look was coming back last year. And let me pause and say, because I think the In Her Mood video dropped earlier at the beginning of this year, and Ice Spice came out last year, and Ice Spice did start with that whole kind of 2000s aesthetic thing going on with the mini skirts and the little tank top, little mini t-shirt with the, the boots and the tinted. Like, she came back and kind of brought that early 2000s aesthetic back. And honestly, that's my opinion. That's what I noticed. Because when she started to do it, I noticed the other girls started to do it, mainly being Latto. Because, Latto likes to copy. But Latto came back with a tweet of her own. And well, let me pause, because Ice Spice also liked her old tweet from when she tweeted back when she tweeted, "I hate a bitch with no identity." So she liked that tweet, her old tweet, plus the tweet on what the Barb said about, truthfully, them bitches ain't start dressing in jeans, BB belts, and jackets mainstream until the In Her Mood video, which I honestly feel like Ice Spice was dressing like that before the In Her Mood video. She was dressing like that towards the tail end of last year, honestly. She came out with her own style, the red little afro, and she did what works for her. And honestly, a lot of people started to kind of want to get back to that look once she had did it, or that she was doing it and still doing it. But Latto came back with a like tweet of her own and was like, and fuck that, or this is what she liked this tweet from when somebody else had said. The person said, fuck that, because when she gets approving points, then everybody says she doing too much. But even before that, let's talk about how she went to a themed birthday party, like Be So For Real with T. And honestly, girl, stop, because now it's giving Cardi B. But let me go on to what Latto had responded to someone and has said. Latto said, somebody said, the fact that you trying to prove that you was wearing true is crazy. Latto responded and was like, no, what's crazy is y'all accuse me of copying any and everything. And when I prove y'all wrong, I'm doing too much. Somebody else said, the way nobody said any names, though, you really a ditzy hoe thinking everything is about you. And Latto responded with, y'all hoes definitely not fast. I was addressing shade room comments under a post of me. Fuck is you talking about, ditzy bitch? If you're going to be messy, at least keep up. So this whole thing with her saying, basically, you accusing me of copying any and everything. When I prove y'all wrong, I'm doing too much. It's giving Cardi B, because that's exactly what Cardi B says any and every time she stay addressing, things about her in the blogs, specifically the neighborhood talk. She stay in them comments addressing some shit, and then her excuse is, when I prove y'all wrong or when I say something, I'm doing too much. But at the end of the day, you're a celebrity. You get talked about. People gonna have something to say. You can't address every single thing that's gonna be said negative about you, or you're gonna be addressing shit the rest of your motherfucking life. At some point, you got to just let shit ride, because I hate to, if we comparing rap bitches, Nicki has a slew of shit said daily about her, and a lot of times by your fans, by Cardi fans, they say outlandish things about her. A lot of people, even in the comments of the shade room, a lot of times will tear her ass up, and a lot of these blogs, they be tearing Nicki ass up in the comments. Nicki is not coming back responding to these hoes, because at the end of the day, if you responding to one of them, you're going to keep responding to them, and you can't respond to 15 million people. So at the end of the day, you was bothered with what Sexy Red had posted, not really what the people was saying in them comments, because they was commenting on you pertaining to what Sexy Red had posted. So that's how I just think that ship has sailed and went in the direction it went. But personally, Sexy Red came out with her own little style. She was coming out with them jeans and that, cut up shirt rolled up to the top, whatnot, and that's just how she chose to dress. And a lot of the girls, I think they do kind of take inspiration from Ice Spice and Sexy Red, just like when Latto was accused of copying Sexy Red's emotes when she was in the club doing them Sexy Red moves that she be doing when she be dancing in the videos and in her studio, and she claimed that she wasn't. But it's like, girl, the people ain't tripping. When your name is constantly attached to the same thing, just like when your name is constantly attached to you not being a girl's girl, people is constantly coming back and saying some shit about that, or when people is constantly comparing you to someone else that you similarly is kind of mimicking, everybody ain't wrong, and people are just noticing a pattern at this point. So it's like, just be original and have your own identity. Come out with some new shit, because prior to Sexy Red and Ice Spice, Latto was dressing in them leotard one pieces and shit during her performances and shit when she was going out. And now here you go with the skirts and the t-shirt and the trues. But I mean, even if you was doing it just for a birthday party, at the end of the day, the people gonna say what they want to say. They notice what they want to notice. So let me know what y'all think about it down below. So the last topic I want to get into is Sexy Red. So congratulations are in order to Sexy Red. She got her first top 20 hit with Rich Baby Daddy with SZA and Drake. It debuted at number 11, I believe. So congratulations, Sexy Red, out here doing a damn thing. She is also on tour, selling out, doing a damn thing. Which people felt like she was shading Cardi B and MegantheeStallion, because, a Barb had made a tweet saying Sexy Red selling out arenas with no label before Grammy winners with multiple #1 songs is crazy. And, Sexy Red responded and was like, and I'm pregnant. Like, flexing on their ass one time, like adding it to it. Like, I'm pregnant and I'm selling out arenas. No label, no Grammy winning songs, no multiple number ones type shit. So people felt like, mostly because that was a barred page and it was being a little bit shady with the Grammy winners with multiple number ones, which, Cardi first comes to mind, but of course Megan too. People felt like she was being shady to them. And I mean, if the shoe fit, bitch, wear it. At the end of the day, them hoes ain't putting out no work. Okay, Bongos is slipping and sliding down the charts by 20 points every single week in 20 spots. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Cardi B is previewing is motherfucking trash. Megan ain't putting out no work, and people don't want to hear that shit because, she trying to figure out how she gonna even figure out the budget to get, the album out and put the music out and how she gonna pay for these goddamn features. They ain't putting in no work. Okay, Megan claims she got a surprise coming Monday. Cardi claim ain't no album. Then she says it's an album, then it ain't no album. So, I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. Come outside. You know what I'm saying? Sexy Red is out here doing her thing. Pregnancy ain't stopping her at all. And, she's out here working. She's out here selling out arenas. How come Megan ain't selling out no arenas? She could have been doing shows as a way to get money while she out here doing these little independent ass, small ass venues. Where was she just at? Trow, whatever the fuck she was at, where it was like 20 people in a goddamn crowd. Like, that's not getting you no money. You gotta pop out with people that are bigger than you just to make it seem like the crowd is hyped for you. That's not it for me. If Megan can put together an independent little tour going from city to city like how Sexy Red is doing, then we can come back and have a conversation. But until then, I feel like the fear is not selling out no tickets or arenas. And same thing with Cardi B. And, her fans tried to come back, with they hating asses. Cardi B fans tried to come back and say that Cardi B had the highest selling tour in 2019. Bitch, Cardi ain't went on no goddamn tour. Cardi has yet to go on tour. Hell, that's why her fans is mad at her now, because she ain't went on no goddamn tour yet. So what is you talking about, baby? So, at the end of the day, Sexy Red is doing her thing. The other girls' fans are mad. Until they come back and, they can show Sexy Red up or put their money where their mouth is or put the money where the music is. I mean, if the shoe fit, baby, wear it. What can you do but sit back and shut the fuck up or come outside and put in some goddamn work? So that's just how I feel. Let me know what you're thinking and how you feeling down below. So the next topic I want to get into is Kaliii, because I'm going to need whatever super blunt Kaliii is smoking on, because she submitted, or her team, whoever, they submitted her album Koi for album of the year at the Grammys, and they submitted Playas for record of the year. And in what world did Koi have album of the year? And I'm not just speaking more so on sales, because like I said, she only did like 11,000 first week, and the album wasn't big at all. Her first album was better than this shit that she put out this year. In no world does Kaliii even deserve to submit that album for album of the year. Okay, and I'm not saying, as an artist, you shouldn't think that this album was great, but even Koi herself said before the album had came out that the rollout wasn't great, that a lot of things behind the scenes wasn't great with this album, and it's just like, you even know that this wasn't album of the year. If anything, you should have submitted the first album you dropped last year for album of the year, because that was actually a solid album. But this shit, no. So you got some nerve, you got some balls. I'm gonna need whatever super blunt you smoking on. Playas being submitted for record of the year, I get it. It was a big record. However, I don't think it was record of the year. Okay, and she's still trying to push it. But because she dropped the some more visuals to it a couple of weeks ago, which ain't really got no views on it like that. For it to be as big of a song as it was at the beginning of the year, baby, you should have dropped that video at the beginning when you dropped the song. So had you done that, maybe you could be working with something. But baby, no, hang it up flat screen. Now, speaking of Koi, she made a tweet the other day, and she said, back in the days, it was easy to define an icon. For example, Janet Jackson, Beyonce, Reese, Sierra, Missy, many more. I noticed things changed, so I'm asking what makes an icon today. Streams, numbers. And then she turned around and said, stage presence, vocals, cadence, fashion, versatility, choreography, effort, bars, lyrics. Does it not matter? Bitch, she said matter instead of matter. What the fuck? But anyway, she said, what do y'all want to see? Or be honest, it doesn't even matter anymore because there's so much going on in the industry. Viral moments is easier to digest. We got a lot to unpack here. Okay, You saying back in the days it was easy to define an icon. You are correct. But are you trying to insinuate that you yourself are an icon because of your stage presence, vocals, cadence, fashion, versatility, choreography, effort, bars, lyrics? Baby, what about longevity? What about longevity? Okay. At the end of the day, those artists cared about artistry. Like I said before, a lot of these girls these days, especially these rap girls, they are not honed in on their artistry. Okay, they given songs that's given to them. You're supposed to be a rapper, you're supposed to be a creator, and you're not creating. Okay, y'all are putting too much into these dance moves. Okay, instead of commanding a goddamn stage, your bars is weak as hell. The lyrics don't always make the most sense. The fashion, you just starting to come into that. So I mean, and then you talking about streams, likes, and numbers. Streams, likes, and numbers can never make an icon. If that's the case, everybody every other month could be a goddamn icon. Okay, because streams, likes, and numbers, those are things that can easily be manipulated. What's not manipulated is things like sales. Okay, things like artistry, honing in on your artistry and your artistry showing through your work. Okay, like I said, a lot of these girls don't have the sales to back up these streams and these likes and these numbers at the end of the day. Because a lot of these girls' streams don't match their sales. Look at Doja Cat. She did 70,000 first week on her album and did 6,000 in pure sales. But people are so quick to call Doja an icon. Doja Cat is not an icon yet. These girls have not reached icon status. The only rap bitch right now that's still out and doing shit that's reached icon status is a Nicki Minaj, because she's put in the work. She has put in the artistry. And on top of that, she has the longevity and the sales to back it up. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think these girls want something so fast that they had to work hard for. They be so quick to shame somebody on their age, but baby, hopefully you get to icon status by that age, okay? And another thing, baby, how is you spelling longevity correctly and spelling matter as madder? Baby, get it together. You can't be an icon like that. But, I mean, y'all let me know what you think about it down below. Now, the last topic I want to get into is Kaliii. So Kaliii was recently exposed for not being a creator, not being a real writer. And it's unfortunate because I actually fucked with Kaliii. I liked her EP Toxic Chocolate. And even though I had my suspicions, it was confirmed when Nicki signed artist Tate Cobain. He was on live and he basically played a song where he was rapping Kalii's part. And I had retweeted it on my Twitter, but it was basically clearly a verse or a song that was meant for Kaliii, because he was like, it's Kaliii, like doing the whole little cadence, like the song was going to her. And so basically people were like, so wait, Kalii's not writing her music, Tate's doing. But at the end of the day, Tate also had writing credits on Area Codes, which was one of Kalii's, well, her only breakout hit song. So now people are, being confronted with the idea that Kaliii isn't writing her music, which 90% of these girls aren't writing their music. So it's no surprise to me that Tate is writing a verse for her or a song for her. At the end of the day, I think it's unfortunate though, because like I said, I liked her EP Toxic Chocolate, and she's a black woman. I just hate when black women aren't creating for themselves. And maybe she does write, one or two songs here and there, but a lot of these girls is just giving music given to them and they recite these words, and it just waters down what rap really is and the artistry in it, because a lot of these girls, like I said, there is no true artistry. They don't know what that is. So I think it's unfortunate, but yeah, she was exposed for that. So let me know your thoughts and feelings on that down below. Remember what I always say, take the panties out the crack of your ass. This is just my thoughts, commentary, and opinions. Get them out of water. It's not that serious, not that deep, baby. And go ahead and let me know what you think below, but remember to keep it cute in them comments, okay? Don't get crazy. Don't get blocked. Do you hear me? All right. So until the next time, I will catch y'all in my next video. Mwah.